All right, what's going on? You listen to King Cam UJUMBE Podcast and Jubei Means Message. And yeah, this is a surprise pop-up. This is a surprise live stream. You know what this is. You know who's here. So we got Theo B up in here. We're gonna talk about from myth to mastery, building Black futures in comics, culture, and consciousness. Yeah, this is about to get serious. Peace, everybody. Welcome back to King Cam UJUMBE Podcast. And every message carries a meaning, and every meaning connects with our movement. And so I'm just really glad that you guys are here. Get you something to write on, something to write with. Matter of fact, forget it. Forget that. We're not doing that. We're not gonna be serious today. We're gonna have some fun today. And so you've seen various Black characters in comics, but what happens when we control the myth? When we have total autonomy to the story, when we build when we build on our future, build on our memories from our culture. See, last time we had a powerful discussion about Afrofuturism, Black comics, and the state of representation. Theo B was in here shaking the whole world up, talking something hectic about Killmonger was not T'Challa's cousin, but his brother and everything. I ain't no telling what he's gonna say today. So but yeah, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna just remember this is Theo B with the Rock With Me Nation. Shout out to the Rock With Me fam, and I am just glad that you guys are here one more time. So think about this. We got a few questions to ask him. You know, we're gonna try to get there. We're gonna try to get these questions answered today because I need to know who is this new Black Panther, and are you still done with the MCU? And can DC be a good alternative? And what do you mean by what you say when you say it? You know what I'm saying? And Theo B's top five. And we're gonna do another versus. Session. And I'm checking roll. That's how we're gonna do that. Now, Afrofuturism, remember, is an imaginative, forward-thinking concept that intersects African heritage with science fiction, technology, and the future. It's good to use your imagination. It is good to use your mind. This vibrant genre encompasses language, art, music, film, fashion. It serves as a lens through which we can explore the experiences and potential futures of the African diaspora. This was coined by cultural critic Mark Deary, but has its roots extending much deeper. It draws inspiration from the works of Black artists, writers, musicians who have long imagined alternative realities. Iconic figures like Sun Ra and my boy George Clinton. If y'all know me, I love some Parliament. I love some Funkadelic. Man. And so Octavia Butler, Samuel R. Delaney paved the way for this movement. Matter of fact, I could throw in Earth, Wind, and Fire. Earth, Wind, and Fire is Afrofuturistic also. So, but yeah, I'm just, we're going to get in on this. So remember, the key themes of Afrofuturism is reclaiming history, technology, innovation, identity and representation, and social justice. What's going on, Brother Ferguson? What's going on? Yeah, he came just in time, man. We warming up because Theo B is about to cook, so it's gonna be fun, man. So greet everybody as you come in. Hit the like button as you come in. But yeah, so from myth to mastery, that's the thing. So we're back. So I had to bring my brother with me one more time, the master builder himself. Greet everybody. What's going on? Hold on, let me unmute you. What's going on? Can you?
What's going on? We in here.
Yeah.
We in here, sir.
Oh no, here we go.
We in here, sir.
Oh, the invasion of the Rock With Me Nation. Oh man.
We here.
Oh,
We here.
goodness.
We ready. We ready.
Oh man. This is you guys don't understand. Look, Brother Theo B had this whole session unhinged last time. It was funny. So think about this. These people are not just characters, they're architects. So when we talk about the comics, we talk about Afrofuturism or world building, we're really thinking about a cultural design. So before we get started, can you tell the people about yourself? Can you tell the fam about yourself?
Well, I used to call myself a comic book historian. I don't think that's the necessary. I don't think that's accurate anymore. Because while that is true, people come to me for the comic book commentary, the
Mm-hmm.
superhero commentary, if you will. So I think I'm just gonna say I'm an artist that happens to know a lot about superheroes. Learn how to read that way, going all the way back to the early '70s,
Right.
and I am a advocate, if you will, for better black imagery, black
Mm-hmm.
representation, black love, and black loyalty shown in our fiction. Whether it be written or whether it be on the big screen. That's my thing right there. That's what my channel focuses on. Yes, it is, you know, through the eyes of the superheroes, but when you think about it, some of us just went to go see Superman.
Yeah.
Some of us have been watching Ironheart on Disney Plus. Some of
Mm-hmm.
us went to go see Captain America 4. And while we know it's entertainment, right? Uh, they say art imitates life. I'm of the
Mm-hmm.
mindset that sometimes life can imitate art, especially if you see
Mm.
that art often enough. So that's what that is.
Okay. All right, so life imitates art. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that. So this once again, this is our special guest Theo B with the Rock With Me Nation. He's the host of I Ain't Saying I'm Just Saying. He says a lot. so so it be man, this is a lot of fun. All right, so we're gonna get into this. Who is the new Black Panther? And are you still done with the MCU? But here's the topic for today. Here's the topics for today. We're gonna try to stay on top. We're gonna try, but when the fam comes, they start asking all kind of funny questions. Let's get it. So we are the architects, indie and unapologetic. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna lean into this the quote unquote Black Panther, whoever this cat is. Now we're gonna ask your opinion about the new Ironheart. Yeah, and your top five. And we doing another verses. We doing another verses. That's what we're gonna get into. We're gonna do this other verses, and we're gonna mess around and find out. We have some return characters to see how they stand on this one. We're gonna see how they stand with this one. All right, let's go. Now here we go. So we're architects, right? So let me start with this real quick. We're not just characters, but we're in someone else's story. We got to tell our own story. We are the architects of our own story. So when we talk about comics, Afrofuturism, or even world building, this is a cultural thing. We're shaping myths, timelines, philosophies, and stress beyond the panel or the screen. So now think about this. Every dominant civilization from Kemet, Greece to even Wakanda, fictional or not, is built on a mythos. It is built on a cosmic set of stories. You see what I'm saying? So, what is being architects? What does being an architect mean to you? What does it mean to you? What's going on, Blue? What's going on?
Me personally,
Yeah.
if I'm, as I stated to you before we went live, I went to Florida State to get my major in creative writing with a minor in communication. The way
Mm,
I look at it as a writer, if what type of story am I telling? If
mm,
it's a Zane Carl Weber type story, then that story is written to move people to do some other stuff, to do some stuff, if you will.
mm-hmm,
So if I'm writing a superhero story, I'm black and the superhero is black. What do I want that superhero to do? Now, if we're talking Afrofuturism, and correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm writing that superhero, then I want that superhero to evolve. I want that superhero to show us what we're capable of, not necessarily how society views what we're currently capable of, but
mm-hmm.
what we're capable of in the present and in the far off future.
Okay.
What do I look like without any restraints, any current day restraint associated?
Well,
What does that blackness look like then, off in the distance, in the future? Whether we're talking on Earth, whether we're talking out in space, what does that regality look like unhindered? So
mm,
I just think that's if I'm a storyteller and I'm black, understanding that these characters regardless of who they are or source of inspiration. Superman, Clark Kent. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on social media right now in regards to that
Mm.
character.
Yeah.
These characters are influential. And
Yeah.
so, if I'm going to create a character, Black, that character has to be influential. Um, so that character is probably not going to be a character that keeps the status quo. That character is more than likely going to be a character that's always constantly evolving and
Mm-hmm.
keeping the Afrocentricity first and foremost. So
So speaking of that,
definitely,
speaking of being at the center of it, should we, when we're doing this, when we're building this new world in a sense, do should we center on Black wholeness or only Black struggle?
I think you center on it all. I think you
Mm.
need to tell it all because out of the struggle comes success, if you will. So for those of us that, how can I put it, we're struggling but don't know how to be successful, you need
Mm.
that story that shows the struggle becoming success. So my thing is, I always believe in balance as a
Mm.
writer. I'm not the person to say that the shows that come on Stars or Sunday night are bad. What I'm
Right.
saying is that if that's all the type of shows that we're getting, then yes, that is bad. There needs to be a variety there because we're not just one person. We're, as people, we're complex individuals.
Right.
There's more to us, excuse the transformer analogy. There's more to us than meets the eye. So
Hmm. Well,
just to be just to be pigeonholed, seeing one thing, I believe that to be detrimental, regardless of what that one thing is. It could be, as long as you're only getting one thing, that's detrimental to your development as a person,
mm.
regardless of what that one thing is. That's just my belief on it.
So so that, with that being said, do our heroes, are we designing? Well, I'll get to that in a second. So let's go
No,
further. Let's go further since we're gonna
no, I'm
deal.
gonna answer your question. No, we aren't designing. Our heroes are not showing up live action. Let me stress
Mm.
that. Our heroes aren't showing up live action without the struggle.
Yeah.
Now, when you consider who has been the executives in charge of stuff, when you
Mm-hmm.
consider the people that have been anointed as the next best, greatest hotness,
Right.
you somebody you you can like what you like, but you should be able to say what you like and say why you like it.
Yeah. You should.
If you like
Yeah.
Black Misery, you like Black Misery. Say that.
Right.
You know. So, but no. To your point, you were getting ready to ask the question, then you moved away from it. No, we're not getting that live action. You need to know.
Yeah. Because, and Brother Ferguson, he pointed out definitely more than just dope dealers and hustlers. There are some Black Clark Kents around. That, let's be honest, everybody didn't live in the inner city. You see what I'm saying? So, but let's go further. Dealing with the
He said Black Clark Kent.
yeah,
I just
yeah,
because you said not everybody lived in the city. That
that's right.
dude literally landed in the 1800s in the country. This dude right here.
That's Icon, right?
Right, right.
Let me
Heck,
let me let,
same
let me
thing.
hold on. Let me, yeah, that's Icon, and we got Icon on the lineup. So hold that thought. I got a serious question about him. I gotta hold on to it. Hold on to it. And so what is the architecture of this world? What gods would there be, like, say, like Superman, or say Aquaman, or what? Are they gods walking among people? What philosophies would they follow? See what I'm saying? What's sacred and what's forbidden? We got to deal with that, because there are some written rules and unwritten rules even in our culture, and I think they're not being displayed and played out in comics. Even Black comic books are not really doing it. He like,
I don't even want to say nothing because I'll be like, I just want what everybody else getting. That's all. That's
Ah, yeah,
I just that's all. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got children over here. I like to get me some children. Somebody that
yeah,
got married over here. I like to get married. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Somebody that come into some money over here. I like to come into some money. You know why I can't be the first smartest person? Why I got to
Mhm.
be down here somewhere?
Yeah. And so speaking of kids, are we teaching our kids to be consumers of someone else's imagination or
Yes.
creators of their own
Yes. No, no,
mythology?
no. No, yes, we are. Yes, we are. And let me say it like this. So, where I live at, right? My daughter, our daughter that's with us right now is 13 and
Hmm.
everything like that. So younger kids, because of mom, dad in the house, she carries herself very, like a mature young lady. The younger
Hmm.
kids come around her. Okay, well, kids come around and everything. You got the Spider-Man shirt on.
Yeah.
You can like Spider-Man, but society will never let you be Peter Parker. You can be Miles. See, and that
Wow.
right there tell you every damn thing you need to know. No,
Wow.
you cannot be Peter. You can be Miles. Well, what we
Well,
don't do
I'm
because we don't know enough and don't care enough, we don't seek out the black superhero. My son, my daughter is never, and mind you, my oldest turns 31 this year.
yeah.
I like Barbie. I'm never going to the store and buy you a white Barbie doll first.
At all. At all.
And no disrespect, but the thing is, I know the person that don't look like me ain't buying the black Barbie doll first. You're
That's
not.
right.
You buying the white Barbie doll for your child. Well, what we don't do enough of, as far as I'm concerned, as black parents, is we don't inoculate our children against seeing themselves as white people by seeing themselves as black people.
Mm.
The white people, their children see themselves as proud and white. We don't teach our children that. We get action figures for them, don't look like them, sit them in front of programming where there's nobody on the programming that look like them that's doing anything significant.
Wow.
Well, that's imagery. That's representation. That's loyalty. That's love. And if we think it's something that's weak, we need to understand when we see teams win championships, fans that identify with the logo on the jersey or the helmet
Mm.
go out in the streets and raise holy hell.
Win or
That's
lose.
imagery is powerful. And they doing it on behalf of the logo on the jersey or the helmet.
Yeah. But you mentioned somebody named Miles Morales, right? I got a question about him. How come his name is Morales?
We didn't create Miles.
Yeah. Yeah.
No
Because
Latino person created Miles. No African American created Miles.
mm,
No, no, no. Two Europeans created Miles.
mm,
Because if that's what that was, his first name would have, if we wanted him to be named after, because we need to understand,
yeah,
Miles
yeah, go ahead.
Morales is supposed to be named after a famous black musician,
Oh,
Miles Davis.
yeah.
And because the Davis family wasn't signing off on that, for whatever reason, we do this a lot with Darwin. Darwin is biracial.
Mm,
We don't necessarily want to just come out with the black character. No, we got to make the black character biracial. Well,
racially ambiguous.
think
Yeah.
think about that mindset. We want to name the character Miles Davis, but can't do it. So thus we wanted the character to be named after a black musician.
Mm-hmm.
Two white people say we'll make the character biracial, Miles Morales. Now, what they're
Yeah.
not understanding, because they're not from our culture, you just wrote a black man taking a Hispanic woman's last name. And I've watched those that look like us try and dismiss it. No, no, no. That black man got a black mama.
Yep.
She ain't signing off on him taking no woman's last name in our culture unless it's hers. She don't
That's right.
care. Mama finna show her ass. But because we didn't write that, we didn't create that,
Yeah.
That's what that is. And now and this is the subliminal programming.
Yeah.
I'm a man. I'm a proud man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be the provider and the protector.
Yeah.
I don't know where and when I'm ever considering taking my wife's last name. Some folks like to dismiss it and say, well, maybe he didn't like his daddy. Then he got his mama's last name.
Right.
You see how he doing that? He
Yeah.
either got his daddy's last name or he got his mama's last name. What he not finna do for any woman is
Yeah.
take on his spouse's his mama finna raise hell. He either finna disrespect his daddy's memory or he finna disrespect her father's memory. And black mama ain't going for it. Well, that tell you everything you need to know right there, because we didn't create that character.
Right. So now, speaking of character creation and everything, tell us where you guys are with this. Ako Goon. What's going on with that? What's going on with that? What's going on with that? Are you guys you're still in that series or what?
Y'all need to go get that. hey, look here.
Yeah.
I know how I feel about some other stuff. Y'all need to go get that.
All right.
Y'all need to go
You
get
heard
that.
him.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Oh, he about to get something, y'all. This is a comic book character that is.
Don't cut off your nose to spite your face. This is the trade paperback right here. First three. You need to go get this. Forget it. See, compartmentalization. Forget how you feel about whatever else he doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
compartmentalization. No differently. Forget what somebody did in the MCU. Go see Sinners. See how I do that?
Yep.
See how I do that? Forget what you got. Go see Sinners. Forget what Akugan is that book.
Oh. Okay, it's that book. Okay.
Let me say it like this. Everything that I wanted from our writers, writers, in regard to our characters, I got right here.
Wow. Yeah.
I ain't got nobody that's not melanated in this book.
You ain't got nobody that's not melanated. Understand me?
I got black love on full display between a black man and a black woman. You know, I don't really get that often over here between the big two, but here in that book, 3 issues, I got love I got love, black love between the father and the son.
Wow.
I got to get some payback, some retribution. Oh, y'all done slaughtered my family. Ain't no thing where the living ain't done with you yet. No, the living done with you. Y'all finna make sure the living done with you.
Get this work. I'm still on the fence when it come down to the Civil War Black Panther versus the other cat that we got. The Civil War Black Panther done clawed a motorcycle tire and flipped somebody. I'm for that.
So
you don't kill my daddy.
We all watched Civil War, right?
Yeah.
We saw Chadwick Boseman probably at his healthiest. You feel what I'm saying? Right? And let me just say this. The airport.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Clint going to sleep. Clint going to sleep. All that stuff. No, Clint sleep. Natasha sleep. Zemo, if Zemo ain't in the upper room at the end of the movie, Zemo got a mark across his face where he now must wear his iconic mask full time.
I'm saying.
So I get it. I understand it. But let me say this. I'm a comic book fan.
Yeah.
Family,
remember.
Yeah,
family, remember this. Theo B and Rockwomen Nation, they are real comic book fans. They're not movie comic book fans. They are for real, for real. They're thoroughly immersed in this comic book thing. So their thoughts and views and opinions are something astronomical. You understand me?
Right. So what how you feel about T'Challa in the MCU? I'm gonna be honest with you. You ain't got T'Challa. Honestly, you ain't got Wakanda yet either. But that's a whole nother discussion.
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. I thought I was
Man,
good.
what did they? Well, yeah, because you turned 40. You turned 45. So you're not
Yeah.
too far off from this. What generation are you, Cam?
Shoot. Gen X.
You sure
Yeah.
you Gen X?
Yeah, 1980. Yeah.
Okay, you might, yeah, you made the cusp. You just made the cusp. So ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Almost
The
made
reason
it.
I can feel it because Crystal's mom is Gen X and she just made the cutoff too. So you
Yeah.
gonna remember what it, you gonna remember when I say this and everything like that. When
Yeah.
you look at these characters, right? These characters that we have, the black characters and everything. Damn, I done lost my train of thought just that fast. But it was something that here we go. Yeah, I remember it now. The old stereotype that they said about us. If you
Mm-hmm.
want to hide something from a black person, put it in a book.
Yeah.
So when you sit up here and you're a black person and from afar,
Mm-hmm.
you're a superhero fan from afar.
Yeah.
Well, you ain't reading the comics, so you're thinking what they doing right by you in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're thinking, and because that's your first introduction, it's real hard for somebody that look like me that's knowledgeable to come along and say that ain't it, because you're gonna
Mm.
see either I'm making too much of something, or B, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Uh-oh.
You're never going to give, I was talking to my wife about this, I was talking to my daughter. In superhero culture,
Yeah.
it is what it is. Understanding that genre is largely white male dominated, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We will never believe the black person knows as much about these characters as the white person.
Wow.
The white person won't believe that. Sad to say, the black person won't believe that. Now, the black person could be 70 years old, right? We're
Mm-hmm.
still not going to believe they know more than the white person that's 30 years old.
Wow.
It's just the observation. I cannot tell you how many times folks have told me, well, I know the comics. My daddy got all the comics. Your daddy having all the comics, one, don't mean he know more than I do. And it don't mean you read all them damn comics. It
Yeah.
mean your
You
daddy
just
got them comics.
collected. Yeah, you may have just collected them.
You're right. And there are people that, regardless of how much knowledge a black comic book historian drops, they
Mm-hmm.
will never believe that person, male, female, black hair, gray hair, knows as much as the other person.
Wow.
Just an observation. This observation based on the stuff that we've been experiencing on social media since 2025. Now it go
Yep.
back, but
Yeah.
we'll get on. Go ahead,
Yeah.
because
Yeah. So speaking of that though, why is it important? I'm about to get into that dealing with being independent. Since this comic book, to my understanding, is independent work. Um, so being independent, unapologetic. So let's be honest. If we're building our worlds and putting sacred knowledge together into our stories, then we have to ask the question: who owns the universe you're building? This is where we shift from into that Indian unapologetic energy. You see what I'm saying? Because the truth is, mainstream will not save us, in my opinion.
no, you're absolutely right. In this book, these three books and everything like that, and I've said it to the writer. He's unapologetically him. He's unapologetically black. He gets to tap all into it. Like I said, this is something that I was like, well, damn, why I can't get this over here in this other book? But this is him left to his own restraints. This is his book. This is his world. He ain't
Yeah,
answering nobody but him. We think freedom ain't all that in the bag of chips. No, when you can do what you want to do under your own terms, you'll be amazed what you come up with. And I collected Storm, that he was writing, and I collected Akagon. It's two different writers.
Wow. Because the thing is, matter of fact, I noticed this too, when some, be it comic book or otherwise, when we get into the mainstream, we dilute that story. If the hero speaks Hausa or Yoruba, keep that. If the world has three moons and the Shrine of Ogun, keep that. I don't know why we have to put ourselves in that box.
What I can say is this is shout out to my brother D Real, Daryl. Shout out to Mr. Joseph Illich. He recently Blood Letter from the Spawn universe, and Milestone presents the Shadow Cabinet. We had him on the show, and when you're a writer, are you being brought in to shake things up and keep the status quo?
Wow.
Are you being, and did they call you? Because if they call you, you got more leeway than if you called them. So my mindset is, especially with it being 2025 and you looking at how slowly, and when I say slowly, like inchworm, black characters, especially over there at Marvel, have developed, it's little to no development whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Aurora with Marwa Ayadele writing her, she's leveled up godhood status. This continues what they were doing over there doing the what was it? The Araco era,
Right.
Krakoa era in X-Men. They were putting a lot of respect on Aurora. So Marwa Ayadele continues that in his series. My concern for the character is what happens when he leaves.
Yeah. Let's go back to business as usual.
Does she go back to just being an Omega level mutant? You feel what I'm saying? Is she a leader of the X-Men? Because right now she's on the Avengers. You know, honestly, that character, Aurora came around like mid 80s, early 80s. That character has transcended the X-Men. Like, the X-Men are here. Aurora is here because of how she's been written, because of how she's been developed, because of her fan appeal. She's outgrown the X-Men. She really don't need to be a part of that group anymore. Can she take on certain villains that were villains of the X-Men? Absolutely.
Right.
But for that character to grow, she now must, don't put her with the X-Men anymore. Let her develop her own rogues gallery, her own list of villains and everything like that. But they not gonna do that because Aurora is, folks don't want to look at it like that, but actions speak louder than words. Aurora is that sister girl on the plantation. That's why Logan can sleep with her. That's why Forge can sleep with her.
Wow.
Everybody can get with her except for another black man. Bishop, T'Challa. I think low key, we're gonna talk about Jericho Drum, Adam Brashear. Like, we need to, it's eligible bachelors over there that's black. But not only are we not gonna put them with her, we're not gonna put them with any black woman. We're not gonna put the black woman, regardless of who she is, with a black male. We're not doing it. They can say what they want to. It's 2025. Actions speak louder than words. Valeria Richardson grow. I'm old enough to remember when Franklin Richards was the only child in the Richards family. This dude got a sister. Dr. Doom is her godfather.
Right.
Meanwhile, we sit over here as black people. We see Reginald Hutland wrote Black Panther Annual years ago, decades ago, right? T'Challa and Aurora had 5 children, 3 boys and 2 girls.
How many children?
Let me tell you the stank Reginald
Wait.
Hutton put on this. Reginald Hutton sat up there, wrote this story where Luke Cage was over the Americas.
Okay.
T'Challa was over the continent of Africa. The marriage between Luke's daughter, whom we ain't seen in God knows how long, Daniela Cage, and T'Challa and Aurora's son, Tawari or something like that. Tawari might have been the younger brother that was acting a donkey.
Right.
But they were marrying to bring peace to the world. That's why they was getting married. Think about that story Reginald Hutton telling now. You got Luke Cage, the president of the Americas, T'Challa over the continent of Africa. Luke is with Jessica Steele.
Yeah.
T'Challa is with Aurora. That's power.
Yeah.
That's power imagery.
And it's written in the comic books. Them folk will blow a head gasket if they find that out.
What do we do with it? Nothing. What have the black writers that came after Reginald Hutton done with it? Nothing. Now, was that because that's what they were told to do, i.e., keep the status quo?
Mm.
Or is that what they wanted? Is that what they chose to do?
Wow. Yeah.
Because what did not happen, whether we're talking, watch where I go with this one, because that's Reginald Hutton. What didn't happen, whether we're talking Ta-Nehisi Coates, Intergalactic Empire, Jonathan Ridley, that trash that he wrote, Dr. Eve Ewing, doing what she can do in 10 issues, Cheryl Lynn Eaton, doing what she can do in 3 issues, what nobody has chosen to do.
Okay.
And mind you, shout out to Jonathan Hickman. During the Krakoa era, he had plans to write Aurora being pregnant from T'Challa.
Wow.
Jean and Emma were going to go in and see what was wrong with her. Her powers were acting Aki. When they were going to bring Aurora back out the psychic realm, it was going to be revealed that she was pregnant from T'Challa. Now, that's Reginald Hutton, widely respected. Jonathan Hickman, widely respected. Trying to do something, black love. And so I just want to make sure people understand, we got a black man and a white man. Because I want folks to stop doing that old thing. No, we know they're racist, but not every white person is a racist. We need to cut that out. You got Jonathan Hickman wanting to do something monumental with these characters, no differently than Reginald Hutton. And those who are in charge at Marvel Comics told both of them no.
Wow.
Why?
Wow.
Why?
Why is that?
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Why you tell? What is it about the union between T'Challa and Aurora that scares you?
It's the visual representation.
That's what it is. It's fear.
It's visual representation. When they see black love, unhindered, unbought and unbossed, they got a problem with that.
Stay with me though.
Yeah.
Our show tonight is about Afrofuturism.
It is.
And while I can't ever say I've always understood Afrofuturism, what I can say to you is that the offspring of T'Challa and Aurora, no differently than the offspring between Monica Rambeau and Adam Brashear, is Afrofuturism personified. Yeah. If Franklin Richards, the son of Reed and Sue, Reed who can stretch, Sue who can turn invisible, if those two power sets allow for him to be able to alter reality when he gets to be grown, what are we doing with a child from T'Challa who's blessed by Bast and Aurora who's an Omega level mutant?
Yep.
What is that child doing? What is the child of Adam Brashear and Monica Rambeau doing? You mean the dude that's powered by negative energy? Him and the young lady that literally can turn into any form of light. What would their child be capable of doing?
They're straight collapsed galaxies and stuff like that.
Right. We ain't gonna ever get that because that's what that is.
Yeah.
And mind you, it ain't like that story wouldn't make money.
It would.
But you said something else. I would rather be mad and be angry than do something that's gonna put money in my pockets. Literally cutting off your nose to spite your face.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So that being said, so what myth or character from African culture that's still missing from mainstream comics? What African myth or character uh that's missing, that's still missing? Because almost every black character is electricity. What
I
what
don't want to say
other?
that. I don't want to say that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to say that. What I will say is the ones they've chosen to popularize.
Okay.
I will say that the ones, because there's more than a bunch of them out there that don't. Luke Cage is one of our most popular characters. There's nothing electrical based about that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Misty Knight. You feel what I'm saying? Yes, we have gotten Jefferson Pierce in our face, Black Lightning, Aurora Monroe, Storm, Static Shock
Yeah.
on a cartoon and everything like that for people to draw those comparisons. I get it. I understand it. But if 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 we've fallen into that trap of believing that the majority of our heroes have electrical based powers, then that means we're really not aware of our heroes,
Hmm.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
In my opinion. So I get it, I understand it, but it's a whole bunch of them out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's more. We got a few that's got electrical base, but more than enough. That's not their power set. So I get
Wow.
it. I understand it.
Yeah. So I got a question for the fam though. All right. So what regions, speaking of building heroes and making our own reality, what region or ancient civilization would your hero descend from? If you had an origin story and all the things, would that hero come from Egypt, Kush? Would they be Ife? Would it be Yoruba, Killua, Axun, or Zulu? Like and comment below. Let me know. All right. What if you made uh if Theo B, if you made a story, if you made an origin story, what ancient civilization would your hero come from?
Zulu.
Zulu. Okay, so we got Zulu. Y'all can like and comment below. By the way, so mine would be. I would say this. Mine would be from Kush.
Okay.
Mine would be from Sudan. So yeah, that would. All right, Brother Ferguson. He says Kush or Zulu.
I
Okay.
just my thing is always, I respect the military mindset of Shaka Zulu.
Yeah.
And so I think that's more along, me choosing Zulu is I played defense in high school
Yeah.
and joined the Marine Corps out of high school. So I'm just more along of the mindsets to let me protect my land. Um, let
Okay.
me I can't do what I want to do if folks trespassing all on my land. So I need to make sure
Right.
my land.
Right. So Brother Ferguson, he says Kush or Zulu. And
Right.
Theo B say he's a more of a defensive person. He gonna bunker down. He choose Zulu. Me, I'm my origin story, my character would be from Kush or Sudan. So yeah. All right, let's get it. Now, how can, because we dealing with uh the sacred, how can we balance the sacred or the ancestor aspect of our culture with the science fiction when building these characters? How can we balance that?
First, I
Can
think.
Yeah,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
can those worlds even meet like that though?
Yeah, but first they got to be established.
Okay. Yeah.
Those worlds have to be established, and so when we look at how can we balance the sacred and the sci-fi when building characters, well,
Hmm.
first we got to respect the sacred, and we don't do a great job of that. And when
Uh,
I say that, because of the country that we live in and everything like that, we don't even want to touch African mythology. We will visit everybody's mythology but our own, and I think that's because
facts.
we feel like if we study African mythology, we feel like African mythology, and I'm just going to go ahead and call a spade a spade. We feel like African mythology is going to be an affront to our Christianity.
There it is.
Any other
There it is.
mythology that we come across, that's not seen as a threat. That's not seen as an affront. But going back and getting ours, oh no, that's wrong. We shouldn't do that and everything. Mind you, you learn everybody's mythology in school.
Yeah, you do. You do.
You
You
learn
do.
you learn every ethnicity, every racist mythology in school, except ironically enough, yours.
Yeah.
We don't get ours.
I'm talking about Greece, Rome.
All
I
of
mean, the whole pantheon before third grade.
all of it. And when a black person has what's this? When a woke black person has a conversation with a sleep black person about that, the sleep black person will casually dismiss it as being insignificant.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was somebody, and I bet not ever see him.
Uh-oh.
I bet not ever see him. He's a big time rapper. Somebody asked him a question about the significance of T'Challa. He, while having the name of a white superhero as his stage name, casually dismissed the significance of T'Challa. Well, the thing is he's sleep. Even though he would let folks believe he's woke, he's sleep because you see imagery. You saw power in that character enough that you wanted to be seen as that character. You chose that character as your handle, and you still go by.
I got. Is it Doom?
Nope.
Okay. Because I was saying, not my boy MF Doom.
Nope. It ain't him. And because of who he conducts himself to be, and he just did a podcast with what's the dude with the drink or whatever. It's got a rapper and a white dude and everything. He was talking about
Nori in there.
Yeah, Nori. He was on Nori's podcast, and he was talking about another rapper, and he was talking about how people didn't. And see, this where I'll be like, if your spirituality is strong, God will bring people to you. He will reveal them to you and show them for who they are. This dude got on Nori's podcast and he said, Black people got to do better. Okay, let me lean in. Let me see what he's talking about. We didn't stand behind T.I. when T.I. got in trouble and everything like that. T.I. lost a lot of money. He was going in. T.I. lost a lot of money. He wasn't on the Ant-Man 3 project, and he went to talking about the Quantumania. And I said, pause.
Hold on, bro.
They didn't bring anybody back from that criminal element to Ant-Man and the Quantumania. Not even the dude, right? Not even the dude that said, "Let me tell you the story." The funny dude, he wasn't back either. Why you talking about T.I.? T.I. not broke.
He not. Why did David Banner decide to do that?
T.I. not broke, my guy. And when you going on Nori capping for T.I., hold on. Because, see, we out here in these streets for real. We've been trying to figure out why T.I. didn't get no action figure. Not off the third Ant-Man movie. See you later.
Yep.
We was trying to figure out why T.I. didn't get an action figure off the first Ant-Man movie.
Hold on. Now, I knew it. I knew Theo B was gonna say something.
Watch this. Don't let me put you up on game. The Latino dude, he got an action figure for the second damn Ant-Man movie. Where was that? Listen, don't get me out here.
So you saying?
Don't get me out here.
So you saying that the Hispanic dude got the Hispanic sidekick person who tells the stories of the backstories on Ant-Man got a action figure and T.I. don't? He got two of them?
He got his action. Remember Ghost popped up in the second Ant-Man movie?
Yeah.
They released him as a 2-pack with Ghost. You can get Ghost and him. Buddy got on his blue blazer with his false ID tag, right? Yeah, he got that. I know because I got the action figure.
So
see,
wait a minute.
Here's the thing. I don't know where David was. I know I did a video and asked the question. You see how that go? You see how that go? I asked the question. Where was David at?
Oh man, see, hold on. See, I knew it. I knew if I let Theo B cook, I was gonna he was gonna cook and he was gonna say something slick. And now I find out the T.I. who's been on 3 Ant-Man movies ain't got another.
No, only two. He wasn't in Ant-Man and the Quantumania.
Oh yeah.
That's why I said Nobody was in Ant-Man and the Quantum Mania.
Yeah,
See,
you're right.
David doing too much talking. You
Yeah.
want to have you want, okay, so what about when do you, David, speak up for the black comic book fan like you speaking up for your black rap brother?
Yeah.
Because ain't that one of y'all broke?
Yep.
And now you didn't got off in this lane. It's sharks over here. It's sharks. Now you look like you stupid because you talking about Ant-Man 3 and nobody was in Ant-Man 3 except the primary people.
Yeah.
But you was MIA doing Ant-Man 1. And you damn sure didn't say nothing Ant-Man 2 because that's when Buddy got his action figure. But let me guess. See, action figures is beneath David Banner. See, that type of representation
But you
don't matter to him.
but you
See, he
named yourself.
fine. Huh?
But you named yourself after Incredible Hulk and them.
You did. You did. You damn sure did. I bet not ever seen him.
He said they'll be saying it's on site. But the answer
because I'm gonna tell you why it's on site for me. I don't play with
Lord.
black representation. I don't play with black love. I don't play with black imagery. I don't play with black loyalty. I don't play with that. I don't do that. And it's never about whether or not it benefits me or it benefits my brethren. No right is right, wrong is wrong. Well, I know one of my brethren had a conversation with Buddy, and I know Buddy casually dismissed what my brethren had to say as basically it was beneath him. It was childish. Well, child, grown man, you still carrying that name.
Yeah. And
you still carrying that name. And while you carrying that name, you not doing anything beneficial for me and mine when it comes to black imagery, black love, black loyalty, black representation on the big screen. He probably took his intelligent looking ass to the damn movie.
Yeah. So yeah, you can't be off and on with it. But Brother Ferguson is trying to tell us to silence. Trying to tell us. But to answer Sister Haynes' question, just not making it. Have we mentioned Ironheart series? Not yet. Hold on. We still warming up.
Listen. I don't know if you want me talking about it.
We about to lean into this one. I just got stuck with this T.I. Character situation.
I mean, the thing is, but that ties into when you talk about Afrofuturism, right?
Yeah.
Well, David Banner, Lavelle ain't asking that question if we have our own action figure company. See, Lavelle can't talk if Lavelle don't know enough to have a conversation. Because see, Lavelle got money. Where is our black action figure company for our black people?
Yeah.
Mind you, that would be a black owned business, right?
Right.
Mind you, safe to say we would have a whole bunch of black employees in there, right?
Right.
And because our physiques are so damn phenomenal, right? It's safe to say we're going to have quite a few black men and black women employed. Can you turn to the side?
Yep.
Face front. Imagine all the hairstyles that we got. How many beauticians we got doing hair because we got head sculpts that look like us? Come on, Cam. Come on, bro. Imagine if we got your head sculpt right now and we got my head sculpt.
Yeah.
Now imagine we get my head sculpt and we got it where it's pulled back in a ponytail and you got it like this. And then imagine we do it like this right here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But who's the enlightened one? Is it me or is it Lavelle? Because Lavelle talk like he enlightened.
Nah, not at all. So, because the thing is, we're dealing with black representation, black imagery, and that having black comic book characters, comic books, and action figures mean a lot.
Bro, you said Afrofuturism. Stay right here. Think about us owning a black action figure company. You say black Afrofuturism. What about us building our own damn dioramas? Where you get to see Afrofuturism in 3D.
Because they just had the Black Comic Con about a month ago?
I ain't saying, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I ain't saying, I'm just saying, like, your children, our children could literally play with black, see black all day, every day, and 24/7, and not have to leave their damn home to get it. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm
saying. Guys are getting the Killmonger cut.
Hey, it started off like that. It
You
did.
know what I'm saying?
No, she's absolutely right. I'm not gonna
You
duck
know,
that.
let me
To
have the
her point.
Killmonger. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, let me. What, Miss Kiara? To your
Yeah,
point, I'm sitting in the movie theater. Black Panthers come on,
yeah.
and at this particular time, I got the bro hawk. I got the bro hawk. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Sponging it and everything like that.
Yeah.
And I never had locks. Never had locks. And I'm looking at Michael B. Jordan. I'm like, if I was to get locks, that's probably how they would go.
Oh man.
So that's 2016 and 2018. I meet my lovely wife in 2019. My hairdresser, shout out to Tasha. She started me
Yeah.
off with the twist first because I told her how I wanted them to go. And then I met my wife and she, with her hair's locked. And so she started locking mine in there. She said, "You sure you wanted to go like this?" She said, "Because once it do that, you're not going to be able to see out your right eye." I said, "Yeah, that's how I want it." So yes, this is the
That's how I want
Killmonger
it.
do.
Yeah, let me have that. You know what I'm saying? Let me have it.
Yeah,
So,
it's Killmonger
uh,
do. I ain't finna act like that. Yes, I did do my hair off. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. I
so
ain't finna
the
lie.
Rock with Me Nation has entered the chat. What's going on, Kamoyo King? What's going on?
President
Yeah,
of the Black Panther fan group in the building.
oh man, this is about to get serious because guess what we got? Guess what? Here it is. Here we go. Oh man, I'm in for it now.
Here
So
we go. Yeah.
yeah, so fam, for those who just not coming in, hit the like button, and if you're enjoying it, subscribe. This is not what we normally would do. Uh, as I said before, as I said earlier, I decided we should have a little reprieve. We should have a little break because I kind of work everybody to death. And so I figured it's time to have a little fun before my birthday. And so I decided to bring Theo B and the Rock With Me Nation here. And so this is just a break from the norm, because in a few more days we're gonna get that work again. So, but I hope all is well with you guys. But yeah, we're now in the cinematic universe and all the things. So I got a question about this cat here. I got a question about him. But but hold on, before you do that though, you know what I'm saying? Brace yourself. What about the new quote unquote Black Panther, the Nzungu? I'm trying to figure out who this Nzungu is and how come we're not getting T'Challa.
You asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking. I'm asking.
Okay,
I'm
well,
asking. I'm asking.
heavy is the head that wears the crown
Yes,
and
yes,
everything like that. And so, I talk with my people. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
My people talk with me, and they respect my opinion and everything like that. And so, um, with that being said, having reached out to CB Sobolski
Yes.
and gotten word back from CB Sobolski, me and mine,
Mm-hmm.
because we got Wakanda at the house. Like
Yep.
that's the whole thing. We got Wakanda at the house. Like we got the Queen Mother Ramunda at the house.
Yeah.
Now
Hold on. Let's. What you?
we
Yep.
got the
Queen
Queen
Mother
Mother Ramunda at the house.
at the house.
Yeah, let some folks tell it she no longer amongst the living. Well, I didn't write that story.
Right.
She very well amongst the living over here in my house. So I don't know who that child is.
Who that man, Harpo?
Yeah, I'm not even acknowledging that. That's not canon to me. As because I tell people you got to take ownership of your characters. You know what I'm saying? You can't let writers feel like they can do whatever they want to. This right here is just a waste of money.
Wow.
That's what I look at. I look at this right here as just a waste of money. Like, I guess you want to do something. Now, if I'm gonna really be mad, I'm gonna be mad at why Christopher Priest attached his name to it.
Mm.
That thing that I said before, when you're a writer, did they call you or did you call them?
Mm.
Are you coming in to keep the status quo or are you coming to shake things up? Well, I don't think that's shaking things up because T'Challa doesn't have a monthly title. So I'm of the mindset you're being brought in to keep the status quo. We finna do another Black Panther title, but we're not really finna do anything with the titular character. And let's be clear, T'Challa is the titular character of Black Panther, no
Mm-hmm.
differently than Bruce Wayne is the titular character of Batman.
Exactly. You
So,
may change the personnel, but Bruce Wayne is Bruce Wayne.
right. And anybody trying to tell you it's just a mantle, understand they ain't ever told you who else done worn that damn mantle like they should. They just keep telling you it's just a mantle. No, it's T'Challa. There's other folks out there that worn it, but the MCU ain't done as much as I have done. Nobody has. To tell you except for Karama Horn, but you would have to read a book. So you see what I said? You would have to read a book. But T'Challa's family lineage, his family tree, like he's a direct descendant all the way back to Mosi. That's his family lineage right there, all the way back to Mosi, 1 million BC. So to me, and I'm just gonna be honest here, the white child is, if I'm looking at Christopher Priest, and folks don't like the truth being out there. Yes, did Christopher Priest do some amazing writing with Black Panther? He did. He also, in that character's own series, tried to sideline him more than once. He had Eric as the Black Panther. He had Casper Cole as the Black Panther.
Wow.
He made a joke about T'Challa being the guy in the kitty cat costume. There's artwork out there where he's basically drawing T'Challa to look like a black Batman with Everett Ross looking like Robin. That's in his run.
Wow.
So while we can sit up here and definitely give Christopher Priest his accolades for the work that he's done, if we're keeping it a buck, he's tried to replace that character. So here he comes, which is crazy to me. You, an older Black man in your 50s, you're not stupid.
Right.
You hear what Black people are saying on social media. You read it. You're aware. They want the character back in his own comic book. You got to explain to me, like I'm in the 3rd grade. Shout out to Denzel Washington from the movie Philadelphia. You got to explain to me, like I'm in the 3rd grade, how somebody brought you back on to do a character you low-key helped make famous just for you to come in
and destroy it.
And destroy the character. Destroy the character, dismiss the character, make the character irrelevant. Mind you, Christopher Priest don't look nothing like the white dude. He looked more like T'Challa, which tells me, to a degree, you don't see any value in yourself. You don't want that, what folks gonna be saying, but no, you're a Black man. And the fact that you keep chomping at the bit to write a white character replacing a Black character who's from Africa.
Something wrong with you.
There's something, and you don't want to have that discussion. I don't mind having it.
And so, speaking of discussion, shout out to Brother Volta. He just came in the building. What's going on? Now, the Komoyo King said, Theo, tell him about what happened to me today.
Well, he saw Christopher Priest. He went to a Comic-Con. And Komoyo saw Christopher Priest. Christopher Priest was in jumping distance. Christopher Priest was in on-site distance. And Komoyo's wife saw Christopher Priest before he did.
He saved him. Oh, man. Oh, man.
But the thing is we can joke and laugh about that all day, but this show is about Afrofuturism, and Komoyo is a valuable component of that. So we don't need Komoyo getting locked up. No, we need him, yourself, and those that think like us, move like us. We need us available to make the Afrofuturism no longer a dream but a reality.
Yeah.
So I'm glad his wife was there.
Check this out. I got a question, fam. Now, this for everybody. It says, should a Black hero, in your opinion, you can tell us what, you can like and comment below. Should a Black hero come from struggle or sovereignty? And tell us why. I think Theo B kind of touched on it earlier, but you guys let me know. Should a Black hero come from struggle or sovereignty? What do you guys think?
I think whenever the story fits, the story fits. What I don't like, if the child is a prince, the child is a prince. If the child is a princess, the child is a princess. If the child is born into money, the child is born into money. I really don't think Bruce Wayne struggled outside of Thomas and Martha being lit up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like you see what I'm saying? I really don't think Tony struggled outside of his mom and dad being deleted and what happened to him in that damn cave.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think Tony was pretty good. You feel what I'm saying? So I think when the story is the story, we are various individuals as Black people. We come from various backgrounds.
Yeah.
Not all of us are born with a silver spoon in our mouth, but not all of us are born in the hood either.
Right.
So I'm of the mindset that two things can be true. What we're not getting, in my opinion, is enough of the sovereignty stories. We're getting way too much of the struggle stories, and those struggles don't even apply when you know the comics.
Yeah.
And so what my people are getting, which I don't like, it pisses me off when I think about it. We're being told, regardless of who we are, we're gonna struggle.
Right.
I don't like that.
And we're not a monolith. Sister Haynes said we're not a monolith. We're not one size fits all.
We're not. So, and I know she asked the question about Ironheart.
Hold on.
That's what pissed me off about Ironheart.
Oh man. Y'all hold on, man.
That's what pissed me off about Ironheart. When you know better, when you know what the Thanos say, I have been cursed with great knowledge. I am so damn done with my people being fed stupid stuff by the MCU, and all they do is gobble it the hell on damn up. Damn, just because I offer you an ice cream cone and your favorite flavor is vanilla, does not mean that vanilla ice cream cone I got for you is gonna do you any damn good. You need to practice discernment, and we don't do that enough.
Yeah. And Kamoya says, struggle heroes make no sense. And he also says this depends on where he comes from and what made him or her a hero. And I say this, and the same thing can go with a villain. It can go slightly left or right. So what's going on, everybody? We're about to get to this Ironheart thing real quick, but and we got the versus battle. Y'all can't just y'all not late. Y'all kind of on time. We was just waiting on y'all. Mama Louise says on point, but we need to move like a monolith. Though we do need to move as a unit. Solidarity is key. Now, here we go. Now this is loading. We everybody here. We all here. Okay, I still haven't checked roll either, but here it is. Before we get started with Ironheart, hold on. I got a question. Just what do you think? Just have this in the back of your mind. What do you think about Ironheart? And I got this question up. Before we get to Ironheart, hold on, fam. Hold on. I got a question. All right, here it is. Now, for everybody, Wakanda or Zamunda? Like and comment below. Wakanda or Zamunda? Okay. Yeah. What do y'all? Which one? Theo B, which one would you? Wakanda or Zamunda?
I don't know, man. I'm probably going with Zamunda because the way. First of all, am I running Wakanda? Because I don't like what they got going on either place. What they got going on in the comics right now, what they got going on in the MCU.
Let's clarify. Let's clarify. If you ran it, you are the sovereign person, you're the president or whatever. Wakanda or Zamunda?
Oh, Wakanda all day. You say I'm running it? Yeah. We got vibranium? Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. So what do y'all say? Wakanda or Zamunda? Like and comment below. Let me know.
I know one damn thing. Ain't nobody flooding us with no damn water balloons.
Right. Oh no. What? Yeah, like bro, what was that? Like water balloons for real? That's what y'all got? Yeah. Now, so the fam in the chat, they saying Wakanda. Yeah, Wakanda. I'm saying if you were the ruler, not somebody. Yeah. So yeah, you're right. I still haven't checked roll yet. You sure right. I haven't did that. King Hercules said I haven't watched after the death of Thanos. I'm kind of over all the superhero crap. Yeah, I get it. Here's the next one: vibranium or ancestral magic. Now we're gonna deal with some stuff.
I'm of the mindset I can get the vibranium through the ancestral magic. Low key, that's how that happened.
But now you got let's split it.
I mean, low key, that's how that happened. I tapped. Me and Bass was having a conversation. Shout out to Cheryl Lynn Eaton and everything like that. Shout out to those who worked on Wakanda. And low key, Bass allowed me to summon, opened up a portal because we don't know where the hell vibranium come from. Can we say that?
It came from a comet, didn't it?
Where the comet come from?
Oh.
What we know is this, is that it was coming, and mind you, through a dimension. Like, it ain't even from here. We just need to get that straight first. It ain't even from here. And so Baz has a conversation with, it wasn't Mosi, it was Bashinga. Say, listen here, this asteroid is coming. Get your daughter, get your son. Because he was praying to Baz.
Yeah.
Because before Vibranium got there, Baz was there. Thank you, Cheryl Lynn Eaton. Black Panther, Blood Hunt issues 1 through 3. Y'all go ahead and check that out. So he's sitting there and she like, so it's going to come and I'm going to show you how to handle your business and everything like that. So we got the Spirit Bashinga.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We got the Spirit Bashinga, and then we got it wasn't Thunderstrike, it was Skybreaker.
Okay.
So him, his daughter, they used the spear he created in Skybreaker to keep the meteorite made out of vibranium that's coming to Earth from destroying Wakanda, and just basically they able to rule over vibranium.
Like
yeah. So the spiritual connection between vibranium, you don't really get one without the other. Like, writers have worked overtime to tie those two into each other. For even when you look at T'Challa, for T'Challa to receive the black, I'm taking the heart-shaped herb, and the heart-shaped herb is a mutated flower that was affected by vibranium, right?
Right.
For him to have that connection, spiritually speaking, he must be able to communicate with Baz. And so vibranium, even though it is scientific, there's a spiritual connection there that allows him to draw from his ability. So you asked a great question. You did. You asked a great question. It's just one of those things where if you don't know, you're going to pick either or. But if you know, there really is no either or to pick from. Yeah.
And I think the thing is, people keep glossing over the fact that Basset is the actual Neteru in the story. And this thing is in Southern Africa and not Kemet. So let some people know who's aware that Kemetic culture came from the South.
And you got to ask this question. All you got basically was that little digitized rendering of Baz in the first Black Panther movie.
Yeah.
But anybody who went to go see Thor: Love and Thunder, Baz and her sister were in that damn movie.
Sekhmet.
That long.
Yep.
Why? You
Sekhmet
didn't even see her. She should have showed up in Moon Knight and was MIA.
Oh, I was waiting on that.
I'm gonna go back to it. We just need to understand our spirituality scares people. There's a reason why you don't speak one African language in America. It's not being taught. There's a reason why African mythology ain't ever been taught in school. They're afraid. Their egos are too fragile to handle it. There is something they see in us that's special that makes them say, we can never let you truly get in contact with who you are.
Because if that kid finds that out at 5 or 6 years old, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. King Hercules said, yeah, we got to go back to spiritual science that our ancestors were doing. These are facts. I do agree. Sister Haynes said, effing yes, come on now. I'm sick of them. Yeah.
We got to get past the point of being divided. I was talking to somebody else today on my wife's live. As Black people, and this is just me, and I'm not saying anybody has to agree. I don't care where you are in this world, you Black. If you Black, you Black.
Yeah.
I don't care where you live at. I don't care where you were born at. You Black, you Black. That's it. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're a woman. I don't care if you're young. I don't care if you're old. You Black, you Black. And here's why. As far as the enemy is concerned, You black. The enemy don't care if you speak with an accent. The enemy don't care what religion you practice.
Care
The
about none
enemy
of that.
don't care what your orientation is. The enemy don't even care whether or not you dark brown skin, light brown skin. Don't care. Get out the car, N-word. So if the
Facts.
enemy ain't dividing us up, why are we doing it?
We get caught up on semantics and wordplay, and we got things to do. We got things to do. But yeah, brother Ferguson, guess what? Hold that thought. Hold that thought. You mentioned the Moon Knight. Hold that thought, because I did enjoy that show. I did. You know I did. So, but it definitely did cover a lot.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah,
How did the Jewish dude get abilities from the African deity?
bro. I'm trying to figure out.
See. I don't want to do that. See, I've been woke reading comics for a long time. Somebody got mad. I said, Kent Nelson, Dr. Fate. No.
Yeah.
Kent Nelson is a Christian. He ain't walking up in no Egyptian tomb getting nothing from an Egyptian deity.
Yep.
Mark Spector is Jewish. He ain't walking up in Egyptian nothing nowhere getting nothing except a long night goodbye. That's it.
Yep.
And we don't play with anybody else's religion like that. Like, okay, where's the black angel at? Where's the black hawk man at? Mind you, I remember a run from Justice League when they had a literal angel on their team called Azrael or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He was white as the white snow. They had the bull host, the eagle host, and the human host. Let me see who else they had.
The
Yeah, they had,
everything.
but none of the human host angels were black. That means when it comes to Christian religion, let them tell it, that ain't for
We
us.
ain't there.
Well, if we ain't in Christian religion, you not in mine either.
And then they got mad because Sister Haynes mentioned Coogler already moved on too. By the way, he's writing a new script for X-Files. The thing is, they got mad when they really weren't the hero of their story, of their movie Sinners.
I'm gonna say this. Ryan Coogler is an amazing writer in writing what he writes.
Yeah.
Now let's be clear, because folks get in their feelings. While it is based on real life events, Fruitvale Station.
Yeah.
The Creed movies. Hell, the opening scene to the very first Black Panther movie.
Yeah.
Sinners. Ironheart. He hasn't wrote anything yet that doesn't have a black criminal element attached to it. He hasn't written anything yet where a black person really ain't died or suffered, struggled, if you will.
Have to be some kind of suffering.
Right, which is crazy because he didn't grow up in that household.
Wow.
This ain't the time to practice cognitive dissonance. Now, you can like him. I like him. Well, honestly, you don't know enough to like him because you don't know him personally. What we like is what we're getting from him, his work. His work is very consistent.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now, just because you're able to make this work over here with that writing style doesn't mean you're able to make this work over here with that very same writing style.
Yeah. You can't be a one size fits all. And by the way, Kamoyo King said, and the Arabism you see in the region now is not what the ancient nation looked like. Yeah, that's another reason why I pushed my podcast further south. I ain't got time to be arguing with folk, going back and forth, talking about this Greco-Roman person that was buried in Egypt. He's Egyptian. Nah, bro, the Kemetic people were Kemetic and they were black, not the Egyptians. But I ain't got time for all that. But
no, not at all. Not at all.
No. But here it is. Did you know that July 16th is my birthday? So that's the reason why we're having this fun live. So that's the reason why we're having a good time. If you're so led, cash out a super chat. But yeah, next Wednesday, Lord say the same. I would be
that man say he got his birthday going on.
Yeah, this is like the birthday live, so I'm just thankful that you guys are here so far. We're about to get into the good stuff. It said, Sister Haynes, she asked this question. My
And
question
let me say this
is,
before you do that. Let me say this before that.
yeah, okay.
Bro, shout out to you. I remember when you first coming on and everything. I saw what the numbers was and everything like that. You were growing. We need more brothers like you growing in this space and everything like that. So I just want to say
Uh,
salute to you. Congratulations. I see what you're doing, big dog. So keep doing. Keep pushing. Keep
yeah,
pushing.
man. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Everybody wish me happy. Thank you very much. Yeah,
Absolutely.
but I figured that we need to have a little fun, a little bit.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, like I said, if you're so led, you know, Cash App, Super Chat, whatever. But let's continue. Let's get down to the reason why we all are here and on time. What do you think? This is why we're here. Forget all that. You know, what do you think about Ironheart? I have my
Ah,
thoughts.
woo! Yes, sir. Here we go. All right. So
Finally.
I'm a comic book fan.
Yeah.
I'm a comic book fan. And I believe strongly in black representation, imagery, love, loyalty, you know what I'm saying? And I'm an action figure collector as well. I am.
Yeah.
And I made
Yeah.
it my business to go out
Yeah.
and get as many black action figures as I could, superheroes. Cause I got daughters. I'm a daddy daughter. I ain't got nothing but girls, 4 girls and a granddaughter. And so, I had my Riri Williams before Riri Williams became a thing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Before she became a thing. But my knee, the knee right here, it was fused, whatever it wouldn't be. And I tried to, you know what I'm saying, the hair dryer and everything. Tried it, and I got mad because I don't really like doing stuff like that. Because I like, man, dang, I be watching my money. But
Right.
we do say imagery, love, representation, loyalty, right? Right.
That's
So
right.
I had to get me another one. You see what I'm saying? I had to get another one. I had to
Oh,
get
let me
another
see.
one.
Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah. Okay.
I gotta have flexibility, articulation. Right, right, right.
Yeah.
Now I say that because there you go, right there. All that
Thank
he
you.
don't
Thank
like
you.
women. He don't like black women. He don't. This action figure is $25.
Wow.
Now, mind you, this Riri Williams costs more than the Riri Williams from the Black Panther 2 movie. Nobody gave 2 damn about that action figure. Not
No.
even the folks who claim to be Riri Williams fans.
But
That said, now that I didn't got that out the way, because I felt like I need to preface this and everything like that.
let's
Did
set
I
it
say
up.
I'm a comic book fan first? So, my thoughts on Riri Williams Ironheart. What I wanted to do, what I tried to do, attempted to do, was educate people on the character in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
Because, as I said before, we have elements out there. We're in the midst of a propaganda war. And
Yeah.
if you've never been in the military or you're not familiar with propaganda, you don't know when you're in the midst of it. Well, we've been in the midst of a propaganda war since Chadwick Boseman passed. We just haven't realized it.
Yeah.
Our emotions have led us to be all over the place, thus not allowing us to receive what other people receive. So let me say this. Ironheart
Mm-hmm.
in the comics after Civil War
In the
finds
comments.
finds Tony's armor battered, broken. She picks it up. She takes it back to MIT,
Wow.
borrowing scraps from her school. She backwards engineers the suit.
Mm.
2 guards come upon her. She dons the suit, flies off from MIT, comes across 2 criminals escaping prison, and she apprehends them. In the process of her apprehending them, her suit falls apart. She makes it back to the suburbs of Chicago, which is where she lives at, with her mother. She's in the garage of said home with her mother, trying to piece together her suit, put
Yeah.
it back together. We get a cutaway scene. We go over to MIT. The dean at MIT has called Tony Stark, and he
Hmm.
asked Tony, "Have you ever heard of Riri Williams?" He says, "Who?" He says, Riri Williams. Now, Tony thought the dean was calling him about the check that they donate to school.
Yeah.
that ain't why I'm calling you. I'm calling you about this young lady who acts a lot like you. She's a genius, and she's built her own suit of armor. Tony, like, say what? Yes,
Wow.
you need to go holler at her. Cut scene. We pull up. There's a knock at Riri mom's house front door. The mother opens it up, or Riri, it's Tony standing at the front door. Mom doesn't know why Tony is there. Riri does. She has his helmet behind her hand, behind her back, so he can't see it. Tony ain't stupid. He said, hey, let me see what you got.
Yeah.
She nervously shows it. He looks at her mother and says, we might have a problem. She said, no, we ain't got no problem. And I'm paraphrasing here. She going to go to school and she go get her education.
That's right.
And Tony said, yeah, listen to your mom. She's like, you didn't. Tony looks at her mother and says, you know what? How about I take you two ladies out to dinner? Riri ain't struggled for a damn thing in the comic books because Tony Stark is her sponsor.
Wow.
She ain't struggling financially.
Yeah.
She ain't been to Wakanda. What for? She ain't designed no damn suit that's vibranium. Riri wants to be a better Iron Man than Tony Stark. Wow. That's her story. That's her ego. And folks like to make it what it is. Riri is someone who suffers from abandonment issues. We don't touch on that. Riri's father was deleted shortly after she was born. Right when she gets to be a teenager, she makes a friend. That would be Natalie. Natalie and her stepfather, who's a paramedic, also get deleted in a random drive-by shooting. Well, I don't know why that's got to be her origin story, but we didn't create Riri. So she's there. I suffer from abandonment issues. My mother died when I was 13.
Wow.
She was pregnant. Tubular pregnancy is why my mother passed away. So I lost a sibling and my mother. When you lose a parent out of turn like that, it's hard for you to maintain relationships because you're always looking at the next person leaving.
Yeah.
I have to try to maintain, because to me, it's better for me not to even be cool with you than lose you. I would rather not know you than be hurt by your passing. That's what Riri deals with. In a very real sense, real world sense, that real people deal with, real people are struggling with, that's her struggle. We chose to make her struggle financial. Now, who didn't know her story? Was it those that worked in the MCU? Was it the writer director? Was it the producer? Who felt like this trash? She going out there committing crime. She's a damn genius. She could have invented a damn app.
Yeah.
But what we got from Riri Williams, and I'm sorry, I'm not apologizing for it. You got the same damn thing from Riri Williams Ironheart that you get from Stars on Sunday night. And that ain't what you should have got.
Yeah. And the thing is, they could have, man, she was the smartest person in the doggone class. So why they didn't give her a degree? This is gonna slide the degree.
In essence, I'm gonna say it one more time. Regardless of how talented you are as a black person, the MCU has told you all you're good enough to do is struggle. Lamar Hoskins was an E9 in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
That's a sergeant major. That's 20-something years of service, active duty. All he did was get his ass whooped throughout the whole show. Folks like Sam Wilson wanted to go see Captain America 4. How many times have you seen Sam get his wings ripped off? Did he not show up in Captain America? Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Didn't Bucky snatch his wings off right there, right then? Yeah. Okay. Didn't he get his wings snapped off by John Walker in Falcon, which should have been Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It should have been Falcon and the White Wolf, because Bucky was not the Winter Soldier in that show.
Facts.
He was the White Wolf. So, but then you turn around, Captain America 4, what happens to Sam Wings again? Mind you, these wings are steadily upgraded.
Well, why do they keep breaking off? They trying to. I would say this. It's symbolism, saying that you can get high, but not high enough.
What did you see? Folks say they want to see Isaiah Bradley in the Captain America costume. No, they put him in an orange jumpsuit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what you got. And I'm looking at, it's a struggle for those of us that, I started to say it earlier. You got the angry black people that's going to tell us to be mad about anything.
Yeah.
Tony Weaver. They're not going to explain the comics to you. Then you got the Glazers. The dude from Comics Explained. It was amazing. Like they're not going to, and they're the comic book experts.
Yeah.
They're not going to tell you what you should be looking for. No, they want you to just go along. They're not going to say, hey, if you black, you might feel some type of way. No, it's amazing. Then this is the only people, the group, because it's four demographics here.
Mm-hmm.
The angry black people, they just want you to consume everything black. And anybody that says anything against it is anti-black, even if they black. Then you got the Glazers. They don't give two damn. They just want you to consume.
Yeah.
Then you got the racists over here.
Yeah.
Let me just say, the racists knew every damn thing wrong that was with Ironheart, and all they did was laugh at those of us that didn't know any better. That's all they did. They called it woke. They called it DEI. They picked at urban names and everything like that, but that was for their enjoyment. Mind you, we're not knowing enough from this group right here, the educated comic book fan, the educated black comic book fan.
Mm-hmm.
We're not able to tell the black fan, you deserve better than this. Because we're hating. We've already been painted. See what I'm saying? The angry black people that don't care, don't know, one or the other, about these characters, those of us that know about the character, we get painted as hateful black people. Like we hate our own kind because we're able to say, you deserve better than that. We deserve better than that. You didn't get Ironheart, you got Iron Ghost. You got the Iron Book of Power.
Wow.
You got Iron Black Mafia family. You got Iron P Valley. You didn't get Ironheart. You don't even know why she called herself Ironheart.
Yeah.
You don't know why she called herself Ironheart, which is a conversation between her and Tony, based on every damn thing you've been through. For you to still be standing, you must have a heart of iron. Ironheart. There's your name. Who know that?
Nobody.
Now, mind you, who is this character aimed at?
It's supposed to be for...
What black female is this character targeting? She's not targeting my daughter that's about to hit her 3rd year in law school. That's not the demographic. That ain't the target group. It ain't my daughter. It ain't my 13-year-old daughter right now who wants to either be a veterinarian or a beautician. Because you don't need to be stealing to do none of that.
Not at all.
I got 4 daughters and a granddaughter. I've been married 3 times. They've all been to black women. This show right here, even though the showrunner is a black woman, this ain't got a damn thing to do with my black women. And I'm standing on that.
Sister Haynes said this earlier, said, just got my dolls. However, I read through her story. She transitioned to her own and changed the color of her suit from to hot pink after discovering her lane, purpose, and voice. Glad she left the red and gold. Yeah. So according to the story, she's not in that Iron Man color. She has hot pink.
They ain't made that action figure. And mind you, watch this. That's what she's transitioned to. But and this is what I don't like about it. Robert Downey did that damn thing where, let's go Riri Williams. Even the picture that you're showing me right now has her in red and gold. Well, that's based on her relationship with Tony in the comics. She never met Tony in the MCU.
No, not at all.
See, that's a fallacy. That's a fallacy right there to get folks No, she don't know a damn thing about Tony Stark in the MCU. Her character in the MCU has nothing to do with Tony. So let's stop playing it like that. Her character in the comics does.
Yeah, in the
But
MCU, it was gone. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So playing with our mentality like that and everything like that, I just want balance. I'm not saying there's something wrong with the P Valley strip club, but
Right.
all of us don't work in the strip club.
No.
All of us not in the drugs. Not all of us are in the drug game. And I'm sorry. Didn't you say you went to college?
I did.
I went to college too.
Yeah.
Do we both know what's supposed to happen if you cheat on a term paper?
Yeah, you get kicked out.
Okay, so why is that the story we telling with Riri when in the comics she's literally being visited by Tony? Now, see, this is where we gonna practice cognitive dissonance. Those of us that want to make an excuse for Riri conducting herself that way, we gonna say, well, Tony's dead. Pepper ain't. Pepper ain't.
Yeah.
And if you are somebody that's capable of critical thinking, do we really believe the Starks stopped donating to MIT just because Tony passed away? No.
Not at all.
They still donate. So why didn't the dean call Pepper and say, hey, yo, there's a young lady here doing damn near the same damn thing your recently departed husband was doing. You might want to come check her out. Didn't Pepper pop up in Avengers Endgame with the rescue armor on?
Yeah. And then Brother Ferguson, he said we should know that MCU, DCU will always be changed due to change to consumerism and not us.
Now, if that's the case, why are we partaking? No lies detected. No, he didn't lie.
Nah.
He didn't lie. But if that's what we know, why are we partaking of the MCU?
But we're about to.
I didn't say that now. He said that. He ain't lie. But if that's what we doing, why are we effing with the MCU?
Yikes. Because we have as Brother Theo B said it so eloquently, we have other Black comics that are out there telling different stories that we need to get into. You see what I'm saying? And we got the verses. We got the verses challenge. Here it comes. We got a few returning characters that reigned supreme last time. You said why? That's a good question. Why isn't she still in Wakanda or at any of the Wakandan schools opened up in the Black Panther 1?
The Wakanda Institute of Science, and I'm glad Kamoya pointed that out. The Wakanda Institute of Science was introduced as a prequel to Black Panther, the first movie. That's when Sion, because I still don't know who Njobu is. I'm still trying to figure out who Njobu is. I know who Sterling K. Brown is. I don't know who the hell Njobu is. I'm still trying to figure because that ain't T'Chaka's younger brother. Anyway, the Wakanda Institute of Science was introduced in the Black Panther prequel to the Black Panther movie. Well, so it exists in the MCU. Well, okay. Well, why wasn't Riri enrolled in the Wakanda Institute of Science? The only other person that's as smart as or might be smarter than Riri is Shorty.
Yeah.
So Shorty, the young lady who her mother passed away in saving, that young lady just not in Wakanda.
At all.
Not sponsored. Nothing. She just broke.
Struggling. But now,
mind you, how did they introduce us to it though?
Yeah. I think she was just
They
an add-on.
introduced her, and I was pissed. They introduced us to her. You know that's Riri Williams. Now I said this, folks they got Riri Williams, Dominique Thorne. Riri is a girly girl. She's a girly girl. Dominique Thorne, the way they wrote that character, the way they have her constantly dressed, be who you want to be, but make it accurate. They got that character one step away from being a stud. And that ain't her.
No.
If she was a lesbian, she wouldn't be a stud. She would be the femdom. She would be the femme in that relationship. See how that go? Because folks be like,
Yeah.
"What you trying to say?" I'm saying that ain't her.
Mm.
That ain't her in any shape, form, or fashion. The question, because it ain't gonna get no better. You've been asking questions. We've been talking about Afrofuturism. Afrofuturism is not going. We're not gonna get it if we keep settling for Afro. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We're not gonna get Afrofuturism as long as we're content to receive Afro struggleism.
Yep. If we keep accepting Afro struggleism, we can't get past it. It's like
And that's what we got. Ain't
it's just like the
ain't
wings
James
getting
Rose
clipped.
still paralyzed from the waist down?
He is.
Ain't that been ain't that didn't he get paralyzed in 2016?
He did.
Why he still paralyzed?
They got all the advancements out
Now
there.
he represents a black serviceman. Ain't Sam broke?
Yeah, he is. He
Ain't
still get his
Riri
wings
broke?
clipped.
Ain't Riri broke too?
Yeah.
Okay, so and Lamar is deleted, right?
Yeah.
T'Challa deleted, right?
Yeah.
Anybody seen Luke?
No.
Okay, all right. Well, Shorty ain't no bigger than a grasshopper.
Not at all.
Like yes, you seen her, but you're not convinced that Letitia Wright can. You're not convinced. So yeah, so there you go. That's what we got in front of us, and we accept it.
Speaking of the future, Sister Haynes asked, how can we create the modern Wakandan Institute of Science? Kamoyo King honestly, he said organization, finances, land, and the will to see it through.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say ego. I'm gonna say the very first thing is ego. Put it to the side.
Mm,
The
yeah.
ego thing. It's too much ego. We don't want to work together for the benefit of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
The ego got to go. It has to be where we start saying it's more about us than it is about me. And I want to say we're there, but we're not. As long as I can see us not educating one another, and that's the barometer that I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Too many of us told us to be angry, blindly so, about Captain America 4. We repeated
Mm-hmm.
that same nonsense in regards to Ironheart. I get it. We're starving. We're not getting what we want when we think we should get it. So we're at this stage where we're willing to accept anything and
Anything.
everything.
Yeah.
No, that's never a good thing.
No.
That's never a good thing. So I would say first and foremost, we have to put the egos to the side and realize, accept whether it's something we got to tell ourselves every morning when we get up. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this
Right.
for us. Me being on this live, it ain't about me. It's about us. What this allows the knowledge to get out there.
Yeah.
Folks might not have known it before. They might not remember my name after the live. I
No, they
remember
know.
what we said.
They know Theo B.
Remember what we said.
All right. Now, I think everybody's here and ready. We got the verses. Now, let me throw this paper down real quick. Now, the verses. Who would win? Now, fam, uh now you can also comment also. Okay, you can like and comment, but the question is who will win? Here it is. Here's the first one. Shorty versus Storm. Now, who would win? What do you think, Theo B? What do you think? Knowing what you know.
So Aurora is a goddess right now. And you know what? See, Aurora is a goddess right now, and eternity, she's a hero for eternity, which is a
Mhm.
cosmic deity. So that
Yeah.
should be enough in and of itself.
Yeah.
That should be enough in and of itself. But
Okay.
then, because we're not writing Shuri the way she should have been written since she
Mm-hmm.
came back from the Djalia, we're not doing it consistently enough. Here's what I know Shuri can do. She can travel back and forth into the Djalia, and she can actually use that as a transportation system. and she can do that on her own. She's able to run as fast as a cheetah. She's able to grow as tall as a mountain. Like her brother T'Challa, she's able to raise the dead.
Mm.
She's able to turn into either a flock of ravens or one giant raven. She's superhumanly strong.
Mm.
She can turn into a stone form, which
Wow.
is resistant to projectiles and everything like that. That's what she got. I want to say Aurora. It's just that whole connection to the Dajalia. Bash don't really play by her children.
No, she don't.
And I done seen Bash in a whole God War. Bash then rose up on Mephisto about T'Challa.
Wow.
So yeah, like she don't when she really don't play by her children. So I want to say Aurora, but if someone takes this story and removes it from the cosmic playing field and make it a spiritual playing field, Aurora might be in trouble.
Yeah.
Might. Loosely. Might. So, and I do know folks gonna be like, well, she's a goddess but Aurora ain't tapped into her abilities to wield magic yet. So we ain't got there yet. I know they there, but she ain't used it yet.
So the fam, even the children, King Hercules said, my daughter would say storm. Stand me? So all right. And then it says Kamoya says storm can run a fade without her powers. With them, she is a problem. Shuri
Here's
is
the
a
important
problem
piece
with
to
her
take away
powers.
from that, okay? Here's the important piece from that. How many people knew what Shorty is capable of now? Because if we're saying Aurora, because our mind is Shorty is just the Black Panther, you coming to the right answer for the wrong reasons. See what I'm saying? Thus, it's our responsibility to get that knowledge out there. Shuri's time as the Black Panther has come and gone. She's been the Black Panther in the comics. That was a while ago. Both her and her brother were the Black Panther. Now, what I would ask is, do we know who she is right now? And do we know what that signifies in African culture? Because I don't think we do.
No. So,
Shuri is the griot. Shuri is the griot.
And so Kamoya
And
is
if
saying
I'm not
Oro.
mistaken, go ahead, King. Go ahead, Cam.
Kamoya said Oro faced death itself to save T'Challa.
Yeah.
Wow.
With Shuri being the griot, she is the living, breathing, oral historian of Wakanda from beginning to end.
Right.
We don't put enough respect on that. Our grandmothers, our grandparents, our great-grandparents were griots. We just didn't call them that because they were literally reciting our family history through vocal communication, oral communication.
Oral tradition, yeah.
Well, what we got in Black Panther 2, and this is when I say people, we say we respect Black history, we say we respect Black culture. Do we really? Her artificial intelligence was called the griot. Why?
Jelly.
That was disrespectful as hell. That supplanted her as the griot, because if the artificial intelligence is the griot, then what does she become?
Yeah.
And it's significant in African history. Not no damn artificial intelligence, something you can turn on and turn off. You ain't, and see, they've been trying to turn off our history for years. But how do we keep it alive?
Through oral tradition, mouth to ear.
So in that movie, without us thinking about it, being in the midst of a propaganda war, if you don't know what a griot is, you're not pressed to find out.
Nope.
Thus, they just turned you away from another part of your culture that you should know.
Yeah. And so Kiara asked a question: was Nakia and Panther ever a thing in the comics?
Yes and no. Great question. So Christopher Priest introduced the Dora Milaje when he started running. I'm gonna say writing Black Panther. The very first two Dora Milaje he introduced were Nakia and Okoye, and they had hair. staying with the Dora Milaje. They are wives in training. We don't like that. That's what that is. They were put together by Queen Nahanda back in the day to establish peace between the rival tribes. You send your best daughter. We train her. That way all the tribes are represented. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Christopher Priest comes along, understanding that, being what that is, he introduces the Doors. Well, this is when T'Challa is in New York. Christopher Priest then took him out of Wakanda. T'Challa is bald-headed with a goatee, wearing shades, got a little gold earring and everything like that. Yeah, my dog, he looked completely different. So my dog pulls up. He's in New York. They are his bodyguards, right? Now, wives in training, that is just what they say. That's not what that is. T'Challa doesn't do that. T'Challa just says, y'all gonna be the Doors. Well, Nakia like, nah, he gonna be my husband. Okoye like, no, he not. He don't see you like that. Nakia like, yes, he does see me like that. Nakia is a stalker.
Yikes.
Nakia is a stalker. Now, mind you, Okoye is trying to tell her, hey, he don't see you like that. Remember when I said Mephisto?
Yeah.
So Mephisto got it in for T'Challa. So he's the what? What is the devil? Storyteller. The deceiver of lies. That's what he is.
Yeah.
Well, he starts playing with Nakia that T'Challa really has feelings for her. Stay right here. T'Challa is in a relationship with Monica Lynn. See what I just did there? He's in a relationship with Monica Lynn. He ain't started dating Aurora yet. He's in a relationship with Monica Lynn. Well, Mephisto starts playing tricks on T'Challa's mind. They're in the limo. Him and Nakia. Nakia is being influenced to think that T'Challa loves her. T'Challa is being influenced to believe that Nakia is Monica Lynn. They swap spit. As my grandparents used to say, they swap spit. Now, T'Challa comes to his senses and he's like, oh, whoa, what's going on? Too late. Nakia was liking everything that she got. He like, nah, that ain't what that was. Remember when I told you about Bass? She don't play by him. Bass came to put hands on Mephisto about messing with T'Challa.
And come on, saying they both were 18.
Right. But Nakia, once she got a taste of them lips, I'm just gonna say she threw Monica Lynn out of a whole damn plane to get that dude.
Oh goodness.
Threw her out of a plane. Mind you, she was tasked with bringing Monica Lynn to Wakanda. Well, Nakia got loose with her mouth. They both black women. Monica got loose with her mouth. Yeah. Only one of them is a Dora, though. Only one of them is a Dora. One of them is an R&B singer. The other one is a Dora. Well, the R&B singer got ejected out the plane.
God. Serious.
So they get to Wakanda. Nakia pull up in the ship. T'Challa like, where's Monica at? Right. She like, huh? People say huh in here. Where's Monica at? Oh, well, see, we had an accident. You lying. You kicked out of the Doors. T'Challa kicked Nakia out of the Dora Milaje. Wow. So, were they a thing? Yeah, because Mephisto was kind of pushing it that way. But once T'Challa came back to his senses, he was like, nah, I'm in a relationship with Monica Lynn. Nakia wasn't hearing that. And her story really is tragic because once he kicked out the Dora Milaje, the character that they want Denzel Washington to play, I have talked about Denzel Washington playing to do Akibe. Akibe sexually assaults Nakia. Wow. Tortures Nakia and everything like that. Things go from bad to worse. She gets found by Eric Killmonger. He places her on the resurrection altar, something we haven't gotten in the Black Panther via MCU. And the resurrection altar bestows her with superhuman abilities. She's super strong and everything like that. But she's crazy. She's crazy. And she tries to take T'Challa out. Right now, for those who really are interested in Nakia's story, there is a, I must have took it down, but hold on for a second.
Yep. Sister Haynes, yeah, the comic books, they hit different. They hit different. Yeah. Yeah.
If someone is really interested in Nakia's story, how it ends, how it plays out, I would recommend these 3 books. Wakanda Forever,
Mm-hmm.
Avengers, right? They don't really go for that much. You can get them online, eBay. X-Men, Wakanda Forever, so one shots, and Amazing Spider-Man, Wakanda Forever. Right now, Nakia is she was buried with full Dora,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
the full Dora tradition and everything like that, because she goes ham in that book, loses her mind and everything like that, damn near becomes a full-blown villain. But they bury her with full Dora honors. Yeah, she's no longer amongst the living. In Marvel Comics, hasn't been that way for quite some time. But yeah.
All right, here we
So that's
go.
the story.
We have
So
here it is. Static Shock versus Miles Morales. Yeah.
Static Shock, Virgil can kiss the baby. Virgil gone.
Oh wow.
Virgil gone. That dude, Miles Morales, first he can turn invisible, so you can't see him. Then he's superhumanly strong. Like, he got everything Peter can do, plus he can shock you. Now, what you might not realize is that he, as T'Challa answers to Bash, Miles now answers to Anansi.
Wait a minute. So we have another African deity that entered the chat. So we have Khonsu for Moon Knight, right? We have
Yeah,
Basset for the Black Panther.
I really can't. I like Khonshu, but until we do something about that whole Mark Spector thing, I can't really do that.
Okay, skip. Skip
And mind you, like I said, it's just the whole point of, you know more than I do. If I go into, I'm just going, if I practice, let me see here. Can I say it? If I am an atheist, I like that one. If I'm an atheist, you study this more than I do. What's the likelihood of me going into an Egyptian tomb and that Egyptian deity bestowing their abilities upon me?
Not at all.
And I don't believe in them.
No.
So that's my whole thing. Like, I like Khonshu, but I be trying to get us to think there's no, what that was, Mark Spector.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, his origin story, he trying to steal out the Egyptian tomb.
Mm-hmm.
He just don't go that way. It don't work out that way. He's a mercenary. Well, the fact that we accept that when they won't accept that, because they tripping right now over Clark Kent being from, right? That's colonization. It's just not physical colonization.
Mm-hmm.
It's spiritual colonization through mental propaganda. No, we don't look and say Mark Spector shouldn't even be having a connection with Khonshu. We'll sit up there and fight for Mark Spector to be still connected to Khonshu in ways they're not gonna. Well, here we go. This is what they fighting for.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see.
The white dude on the throne in Africa. That's what they fighting for. So if we don't get it together, that's our culture, our history. Mark Spector ain't got no business being the fist of Khonshu. And they know it. That's low-key why they came out with Hunter's Moon. That's a bald-headed brother who's also the fist of Khonshu, because Khonshu ain't got one fist, he got two.
Yeah.
So Hunter's Moon is the bald-headed brother. That's who should be Moon Knight.
And on top of that, you saying Nancy, yeah, he Miles has a different kind of power behind him. So Miles, Kamoya King says Miles has class 25 strength, meaning up to 25 tons of maximum exertion, 10 tons minimum. That dude's strong. So
Miles would hit Virgil and punch a hole through him.
yeah, he'll kill him. Yeah.
And mind
All
you,
right, so we
Virgil
got.
can't see him coming. The dude can turn invisible.
I forgot about that. So Miles Morales wins that. The debate is still out on this one. Everybody says Storm. I'm gonna roll with Storm. Miles Morales. How about this one? Speaking of Moon Knight, Doctor Voodoo versus Moon Knight.
Okay, so because I got it like this. Khonshu would look at Moon Knight and say he's not a worthy successor. That shouldn't surprise nobody. I mean, say he's not a worthy herald,
Yeah,
avatar. He's done that before. He just did it recently last year. So that ain't out the
yeah,
realm of expectation. But this dude, Jericho Drum,
yeah.
well, not only has he been the Sorcerer Supreme, but he's also
Mm,
been the Voodoo doc. Well, let me put it like this. He is the Voodoo Doctor Supreme.
wow. Because
He's
I was
also
wondering.
been the Sorcerer Supreme. He's also been the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
But he is the Voodoo Doctor Supreme. When it comes to voodoo witchcraft, no. Steven ain't got nothing on him. So and
Wow.
since Mark Spector has to work for a deity that by and large is on again, off again, I'm like, here we go. I like Dr. Voodoo. Because
Yeah.
Mark needs the sunlight low key. I'm gonna say he need nighttime for his powers to elevate.
Didn't even do
And
anything.
Jericho catch him day or night, it ain't going right.
Yeah.
Bars.
Yeah. And so we got Dr. Voodoo for that one. Now, since we mentioned Killmonger versus Bronze Tiger. Now we found out last time that Killmonger is not the cousin of T'Challa. He's actually T'Challa's brother. So
No, he ain't related to that dude at all.
at all, not at all.
Period.
All right, so the person who's not related to Black Panther at all versus versus the Bronze Tiger.
So this is tricky if for the only reason that Eric's origin story needs to be retconned again. And the reason why I say that is because um when they Eric when Eric first showed up in Marvel Comics, right?
Hmm.
They tried to make Eric T'Challa's equal, but there was nothing substantial there to make him T'Challa's equal. When we
Right.
say Eric throw T'Challa over Warriors Fall, well, T'Challa had the heart-shaped herb running through his system. How did Eric
Right.
beat him? Well, they retconned Eric's story, and supposedly Eric had the abilities of another cat god out there, another deity. I forget her name. Kamoyo might be able to remember the name and everything like that, but
Segment.
um, it wasn't segment.
Hmm.
It wasn't segment. I know what you're saying, but no, it wasn't segment. It's in his limited story. I have to
Gotcha.
look at my phone. It wasn't segment though. But it was a vengeful deity, a deity that focused more on getting revenge than anything else. And supposedly, I thought they were cousins. No, King Hercules, they are not related at all.
Mm.
They are not.
Woo.
They are. So let me go ahead and do this.
Yeah.
If you are not familiar with the character in the comics, first and foremost, what you got was the MCU. The MCU is a bunch of crap. BS. I'm just going in Jobu. There were quite a few Black Panther fans, regardless of who they were, still asking today, who the hell is in Jobu? The closest answer we got is that is the voodoo idol from Major League that Pedro Serrano needed assistance
Yeah.
with hitting curveball. That's what we
Yeah.
got. But as far as Sion is T'Chaka's younger brother. Sion.
Hmm.
S apostrophe capital Y-A-N. Sion. Sion, had he been around in the MCU, he would be deleted and not Queen Mother Ramonda, because in the comics, when Doctor Doom invades Wakanda, he orders one of his henchmen to shoot Queen Mother Ramonda. Scion jumps in the way of the bullet and he's deleted instead. So there is no Njobu. Matter of fact, if we're looking at Njobu, folks want to know who he really is. Njobu is somebody that they conjured up for the movie. That's it. They wrote Njobu into Marvel lore shortly after that to say that Njobu was Eric's father. And never mentioned who Eric's mother was. But in the comics, Njobu is Eric's father who died when Claw raided the vibranium mounds the first time around. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Claw is responsible for Eric being an orphan. The Kingpin is responsible to a degree for Eric developing homicidal tendencies.
Yeah.
So you don't get that in the comic. You don't get that in the MCU as well. So Eric in the comics, they did a retcon because they tried to justify him actually beating T'Challa. So he took on the abilities from a vengeful deity who bestowed her abilities on him, and that justify him being able to throw T'Challa over Warrior Fall. The reason why I say this is complicated is because Eric is no longer among the living. And Eric has always needed a power up to do what he does, whether we're retconning him and making him the receiver of abilities from a deity, or whether we're giving him the abilities of a symbiote. But aside from that, Eric is just a regular guy. That's why in the Black Panther movie, T'Challa had to have the heart-shaped herb removed from his system because Eric is just a regular dude.
Yeah.
He's very efficient, but he has no superhuman abilities whatsoever. That said, he run up on the Bronze Tiger, he gonna get his ass whooped.
So basically, in so many words, Bronze Tiger will win this
easily.
Yeah. He said Bronze Tiger got hands. Also, Killmonger has to deal with Kaluna.
That's who it was. It was Kaluna. That's why I said in one segment. Thank you, Kamoyo. Appreciate that, president of the Black Panther fan group. Kaluna was the deity that bro. We be on it, bro.
Yeah.
Listen.
Man. Serious business.
We be knowing because everything we know a lot, but everything ain't gonna stick, and so we there to help each other out and everything. It was Kaluna, yeah. That was the deity that blessed Eric with the abilities, so he would be on par to fight T'Challa. Aside from that, which is a retcon, Eric ain't able to hang with T'Challa in nothing.
Wow.
So this dude is finna beat the brakes off Eric.
Wow. Bronze Tiger wins that. So Kamoyo says without any powers, Bronze Tiger will fold Eric. With the amulet, Bronze Tiger has he would still fold Eric. So,
listen, like cheap origami.
Yeah. Bronze Tiger whips back. Man,
you don't want to see the Bronze Tiger. Like, if we say the true comparison is who would win between the Bronze Tiger and T'Challa. And you need to know, we finna tell you T'Challa because of that heart-shaped herb.
Bronze Tiger must be him.
Him. You don't see him like that, but yeah. The most we got, the most accurate live action portrayal we got, which really wasn't accurate, was Michael Jai White. But for Michael Jai White to do the Bronze Tiger justice, need to be an R-rated movie.
Wow. Yeah. All right.
So yeah, great questions. I like the verses, man. I love this.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Now, let's see. Vixen versus Ironheart.
So I'm a comic book fan.
Okay. Disclaimer, family. Listen. Theo B is a comic book fan.
So I'm saying right here in the comic books. The only reason why I would say Marie McCabe, which is Vixen, is because Riri Williams, by and large, is still a rookie. She's still a rookie. Her suit of armor, while impressive, it ain't Tony's most current suit of armor.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? And we have to allow something for how long has the character been around? Has somebody built up fighting styles? That was the other thing that I did not like about the MCU. Riri Williams in the comics, she would get folded if she went up against the Hood.
Mm-hmm.
She's not adept at mysticism like that. And she's not friends with anybody who is. So her going up against somebody who dabbles in mysticism, she out of her element.
So Kamoyo, he's saying Vixen. Okay. He's saying Vixen.
Yeah, like I said, Vixen is a pro. She's a veteran. Riri is still very much a rookie, even in the comics. She does not have her own monthly comic right now, right?
No.
So she would have to be in the Champions, which is a group. Well, I don't even think she's the key figure in the Champions. So when you take that into consideration, how much character development is she going to get? Whereas when we look at Vixen been in the game for a minute. They didn't put respect on her name as far as putting her in live action. You feel what I'm saying? Right now, she's a member of the Justice League Unlimited in the comic books. So she was a member of Justice League Detroit. I actually read that damn comic book series. So yeah, I'm gonna pick the veteran over the rookie. But now, let's say you asking me this question: Vixen over Tony Stark, Iron Man, right? I would pick Tony Stark. Why would I pick Tony Stark?
Why is that?
Because of how long he been in the game and the suit of armors that he got. Well, if Riri was on the same level as Tony Stark, I would easily pick Riri Williams.
Yeah. But then Sister Haynes said Riri had magic also in the series.
I'm a comic book fan. See, here's the thing. She can't go to the comic book store, which is the shame of it all. The MCU has gotten her falling in love with something that doesn't exist. Well, if she wants Riri Williams, she wants the comic book, she wants to read about this character, having interaction with, where is it at? She can't go to the comic book store and get it. She can't take a daughter to the comic book store and get it. She can't take a sister to, she can't go anywhere and get the Ironheart action figure. Well, why make such a deviation? Because she's a black woman like my wife, and we want to be able to have conversations, you know what I'm saying? But we can't. We can't. She could easily have a conversation about Pepper Potts. She could easily have a conversation with somebody about Natalia. But if she goes to the comic book store and wants to read about Riri Williams and her being able to wield magic, it's not there. That's effed up because the character in the TV show isn't consistent with the character in the comics.
Wow. Let me see.
So
that was.
I wish it was something like that. Prime example: Midnight Suns.
Yeah.
That was a video game that came out about a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Mind you, the Riri Williams Ironheart series was announced like 4 years ago. So if this is the road you want to go down, you can. You put Kamala Khan in a video game. Why not put Riri Williams
in the video game?
In that Midnight Suns game? You put Tony Stark in the Midnight Suns game.
Same reason why they had T.I. only in one action figure kind of thing.
Right. You see, I believe in symmetry. If you want to do it and you want to there's a way to get it done.
Yeah.
This ain't it. But yeah. So yeah. But what else we got? So yeah, I would pick Vixen over Ironheart.
Okay. So that's it for this one. We got the roll call though. We got the roll call. Hold on. Kamoyo King says Vixen had power to increase beyond the animal totems to include other living beings like Superman and the Flash. Okay. She's buying now Jack Powers like Rogue with no side effects. So yeah, Vixen wins. So we got roll call. Check this out. All right, so that being said, if the UJUMBE fam, if you are here, Rock with Nation, if you're here, just hit the like button and type here. I ain't got time to be calling y'all names like that today. I ain't got time for all that. So yeah, hit the like button if you enjoyed this. Subscribe. Also check out the Theo B's show. I ain't saying. I'm just saying, check them out. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. So people saying here, yep. I ain't got time to be calling everybody name today. I ain't got time. I'm tired. So,
Yeah, if
yeah,
y'all do, yeah, IAS dash IJS Theo B.
I put it. I put it in the
IAS,
description. Yeah,
yeah,
I put it in the
yeah.
description. So yeah, everybody, I really appreciate you guys coming. And yeah, we discussed a few things. You know, we are the architects, Indian and unapologetic, the Black Panther, Ironheart. We haven't gotten to TLB's top five. We'll get that next time. Now we did another versus. I check roll, and once again, we'd like to thank our special guest TLB for coming. And you know,
Yeah,
he will
thank
be.
you, man. I appreciate
And I had to give everybody a break because I work everybody to death. so, so
it.
but now, but speaking of work, hey, next Wednesday. Speaking of that, the Magi. We're gonna have a special episode next week on Wednesday on my birthday, about the Magi. So we will resume doing what we do best. I really thank you guys for coming. Mama Louise said this has been a good time for sure. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the Magi. Yeah, the desert. Yeah, we'll talk about that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But I really appreciate you guys. We talked about from myth to mastery, building Black futures in commons, culture, and consciousness. This is the King Cam UJUMBE Podcast, and UJUMBE means message. And thank you guys for coming. You guys made this one very special. You guys are awesome. Shout out to Rock With Me Nation and everybody. And we'll talk to you later.